Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Thief the Dark mod. In the last episode, we killed the bishop. Bishop Gualatini Fonte? And from what we had read in a journal of his, that should also now stop the Raven from being forced to obey him, or allow him to break his oath if the Raven so chooses. It does not necessarily make us safe, but since it seems as if the Raven is quite an adept assassin, and chose not to kill us when he first had an opportunity, that we are likely safe, or he won't finish the job he was originally intended to perform. When we defeated the bishop, we then made our way over to the graveyard here within this church to venture down into the catacombs therein. The saint, Santa Letta, that stands for Saint Letta, is buried, or was buried within it, or her reliquary could be located therein, which contains, I believe, her ashes. We had read, though, that it would be guarded by undead, and likely also trapped. We still managed to make it into her chamber, finding a series of secret levers to gain us access, and were able to loot most of the treasure trove, leaving some of it for the priests here to acquire if they so wish to head down there themselves. We retrieved the reliquary as well, and left it with a much more noble-sounding priest than the bishop. This sucks. I want to explore what's around that corner. And now we just have to wait here for that Hammerite to leave, because we'll be seen in that light if we move now. But now I don't know where this guy's going to go. Okay, we're gonna have to wait here a bit, everyone. We left him the reliquary, and it sounds like he'll be able to put it to good use to help the congregation. Especially since now he is likely, or I hope that it will be likely, that he will be in charge of this church, since the bishop is now dead. We had read about how happy he was about his secret room in the library in several different books, as he gloated about how he would be able to spend the money being left for church matters on his own private affairs. Hope he doesn't come back in here. Anyway, that leads us to our current predicament. It took me a bit of waiting to get out of the room where we had left the reliquary for the priest. About maybe 3 minutes. And I felt it would be better for us to start the video here Or not so much here, but outside that room after the other wandering, patrolling Hammerite had left. Mental note that leads out to the city streets. We're not allowed to take any of those cups or goblets. Collections key. 100 in jewels. A book. We won't have time to read that, though. Actually, we should keep this. He doesn't enter this room. Okay, so what is this? This must be where people, I guess, are giving them various objects as members of the faith. We need just under half of what we currently have collected in terms of wealth. So we will be a little rude and take a little more than maybe we should from here. Although it looks okay. Do we want... We do. Let's take the telescope, but we'll leave them that little crown or circlet. A tiny bit of wealth from donations. We'll take 3 of these, because this is not going to... yeah, this is not going to really count for much. Now, unfortunately, we have to get out of here. Sounds like he's in that room. To our left there. When we hear the door open, he should be going back outside. Oh, or not. There he goes. We won't have time to read the book, unfortunately. I don't know where he patrols in this room. If he wanders on the other side of the counter, we will be seen. Unless we can take the book. No. Okay, whatever. Oh, this is not a safe place to be, Tim. We want to go through the room that he had left. Entered, sorry. We want to go into that room that he's currently in to get back to the bathroom, to get back into the sewer system. Then we'll go back to the bank and see what deposit box 4 nets us. We still need to drop off the Kalchana brothers' records. As long as we're waiting, let's go ahead and take stock of our supplies. 1 health potion, 2 flash bombs, 2,502 worth of wealth, 3 broadhead arrows, 3 water arrows, and 2 moss arrows. That's not the Hammerite we're waiting for. That's the other Hammerite. Oh no. He's going back out to the graveyard. Maybe we should go out there as well. It looked like there was a portcullis that led out to the city street there.
For he said in the beginning that the Forge is our stronghold and source of all good protection.
I haven't heard the other door open, so I don't... Or if it did, I missed it. So I don't know where the other Hammerite is. And I know the moment I move now, he's going to leave the garden and see us. So we're just going to wait here for him to leave. Okay. Oh. I think the Chowkane brothers sewer system was this one here, up ahead to our left. Let's head back up to the bank. Nice. These keys, like, or at least this one, seems to open up this door as well as whatever box it's for. We won't feel too bad about looting the bank heavily. Ooh, look at all those jewels. A letter to Bishop Fonte. Your Excellence, my deepest gratitude for your help in dealing with our little problem. Your man does amazing work. Let him know that if he is ever in the capital, he is welcome to any of the girls at our establishment, and to just let us know he is your man. As for your decisive service to us, along with this letter, you should find a token of our appreciation. I will also see to it that several barrels of the finest wines the capital has to offer find their way to your palace. B. It sounds like they're in cahoots, and I'm sure the Hammers wouldn't want any of this ill-gotten gain. So that we'll all take. Going well so far. I do wish we didn't have to travel by toilet to reach place to place. And now we want to head back out into the city streets. How best to do that? Was there any other manhole covers further down in this sewer line? Let's check. If there is, we'll take that up to the city streets. I feel like there's still quite a bit for us to explore in the city, but as usual with maps of this sort, I really don't want to steal more from the poor people here. Quite literally, I don't want to steal from the poor people. But we're probably going to have to do that a few more times. Palzio d'Escaville. Plaza d'Escaville? I can't make that out. Oh, we were supposed to wait there and take this guy's purse, I think. He's very perceptive, but he didn't see us. Back out on the city streets again. Good. It's going to be tricky to sneak past this guy given the amount of light. Looks like there's a friend who's now looking with him. Laza Mercenario. So this is the Mercenary Guild. Sounded like someone was running down the street. So they might have maybe seen me, but we were able to get into the guild quick enough. I don't feel comfortable staying here. Oh. Okay, the guy with the sword we saw might be patrolling in here. Oh, game. It is... I don't think I can stay here and read that. Who's saying ah like that? Who's saying that? Okay. We heard someone briefly. Maybe they're upstairs. Okay, so the servant girl patrols upstairs, and there's an alert guard upstairs too with his sword drawn.
I could have sworn I heard something.
Oh, maybe that was the guy who we saw across what looked like an armory. And he so happened to walk into this room and upstairs. And he walked out that way and shut the door behind himself. It's always the case that the moment I make a move, the door's gonna open and someone's gonna come out. It happens 98% of the time in every Thief game. Which is why I'm so cautious and why I wait so long, because things like that otherwise happen. Alright, well, while we have some time, let's take a look and see what's in here. Fruits, vegetables, a good larder. Attention. The fresh fruit we purchase is only meant for Commander Calvancanti and Captain Belgano. I don't care what kind of threats or sweet talk the others give you. These are the rules laid down by the commander himself, and if anything goes missing, I will be holding you responsible, Lorenza. Salvador. with her removed. Now we can only knock out one more person if I want to try to keep it to 4 or less. Lorenza, I know there's a lot to learn in the beginning, and I think you are doing well so far. I heard that you got an earful from the commander the other night, and that it left you a bit shook. It's not so bad serving the commander, if you learn his ways. When he's working and alone, dote on him with exotic fruits and teas, and engage in some small talk. If he's staying late or has guests over, don't bother him lest he call on you. Then hop to it quick, and make sure to bring the brandy and the golden cup. Salvador. Be tired all you like. If you come over here and turn this on, I am going to knock you out. Guacamo. Restroom for the lads? I guess there must be a barracks. Oh, maybe that's what we opened the door to. Ground rules. This is a bathroom, not a pigsty. Keep your business to the buckets. If you can't piss straight, then do us all a favor and sit the hell down. I don't appreciate having to clean up spills. Wash your hands after leaving a deposit. I don't want to see brown stains on the door knobs or walls. Water on hands, then use a towel. It's quite simple, really. Lorenza. I don't know why I would expect to find a secret or in here. Well, I like the music here. $15.9. Okay, this is a book of expenditures. Earnings are not in parentheses. Parentheses are what was spent. What's happening with the plastered paisano and Cosmos? They're not paying the full protection fee. I think it's time to ask Antonio to bring a rock the next time he's patrolling down via Belladonna. I did receive a barrel of wine from Cosmio, which has to count for something, but he better pay in full next time. These people sound rather shady. Even maybe not all of them are. I think we'll still take everything we can from them. That's also our 4th knockout, so I'm not allowed anymore. I heard a door open. Okay, we'll check that later. I guess there wouldn't be a bedroom here, would there? Actually, no. There's a barracks here. There has to be, given the amount of toilets that there were. Exfiltration instructions. Commander Cavalcanti. According to our arrangements, go through these steps if you are in a dangerous situation and need to disappear quickly. First, pick up the items in this safe and any other essential items in your vicinity. 2. Enter your safe room through the bathroom, pull the book, and rappel down to the square through the window. 3. If possible, go to the bank and pick up the items in deposit box number 8. 4. Make your way to the plastered paisano and speak to Mario. He will help you get out of the city unnoticed. There's a dagger here. The key to deposit box 8. And a bit of money. Pull the book. That one. October 17th. The boredom of this town is palpable. Nothing fun ever happens here. The closest thing is when we hang a criminal, but it's not like they're putting up much of a fight. I fear my men are going to grow weak when all they get to do is slap around drunks and homeless people, or cutting the hands off petty thieves. Better was it back in the glory days during the Puglian War. That's the kind of place where real men are born, not safe and pampered behind the city wall. Facing down Hasdrubal's army behind my 400 men at the final battle is forever to be the apex of my life. Nothing is ever going to match the sight of that, though I sure wish I could experience something similar again. Of course, warriors make more than guards, and war is good for business. Speaking of business, the Honorable Mr. Forenzi over at the bank seems to share my appetite for war, or at least the profit that's come from it. I'm most intrigued at his ideas of laying siege and subjugating the town of Pontedese. Pontedonce? I would just have to figure out a way to make the fighting last for a long time in order to make the most of it financially and personally. Exciting prospects. Sounds like the bishop was going to stand against you, but it sounds like probably more due to fear than the lack of profit. This must be the bathroom? I don't intend to go out a window. Oh, what am I doing? But I do want to go and check out if there's a room or something here, as opposed to an exit to the city streets. There is. Gas arrow. That'll come in handy. Oh, and that looks like it leads to the back area of the cathedral. That gate is where we plucked the purse from that gentleman leaning against it, and then he drew his sword just about 20 minutes ago or so. Okay, so we don't need to go out this way. Oh, but I can't shut the window. Okay. Can we... Oh, nice. Guess we can put the rope out there. It feels like there should be a secret in this room. But I don't see it. Okay. Two offices. No bedroom on the top floor. So I'm guessing that the commander doesn't sleep near his men. Captain Belegno? It seems our esteemed bishop has some doubts towards the loyalty of Father Benedente over at the church. He wants us to investigate him quietly to see if he is having dealings with people he shouldn't. Allegedly, he is conspiring to reallocate tithes and donations towards the poor of the city instead directly to the bishop. He has apparently already been caught funneling foodstuffs to that wretched Boccaccio over at the Deacon's Chapel. Since your office overlooks the church entrance, would you keep an eye out for anyone out of the ordinary entering the church outside of worship hours? Meanwhile, I would check with the bank if there are any records of financial wrongdoings. Maybe you can't ask one of the lower officers to shake down some of the homeless for him. Maybe you can task... Yeah, maybe you can task one of the lower officers to shake down some of the homeless for information on Baccaio's operation. We'll leave you guys a bit poorer in retribution for what you've been doing. Sergeant Spezia. Due to the recent break-ins on Via Belladonna, exposing our predictable patrol routes, the commander wants us to come up with a new pattern each week. Therefore, I want you to present the men with a new patrol schedule before you leave your desk today. Your numerous years as a city patrolman should serve you well in this endeavor. Remember that it should be unpredictable from week to week. Bellini should be kept on sewer duty until further notice, however, orders directly from the commander. Hopefully this will help us curb the uptick in crime, especially in the poorer parts of town. Do not, under any circumstances, funnel more patrollers to these sections, though. The affluent center of town is still our top priority. Bite not the hand that feeds, as they say. Signed, Lieutenant Barbellini. Well, you service the people who pay you. That guard saw that the light in the hallway was out. It's too risky to go in there. To the blacksmith. Any weapons or armor that are faulty, broken, or in need of sharpening should be placed on this table. Once a month, Salvador brings our gear that is in need of repairs to the blacksmith along with any new orders. Remember, we're still rationing, so take good care of anything you bring out of the armory, or that you practice with. We're only allowed to bring what we can actively use with us out of the armory. I don't make the rules. If you have a problem with this, bring it up with the commander. Luigi Spikeska, Sergeant at Arms. Nothing here that we're interested in. Arms and helmets. Training dummy. Some broadhead arrows, not that we'll be using them for much. Nothing else of interest here. Stables. Oh, sweet. Second secret. I can't believe there's 13 of them to find. That must be a drop-off point, so some sort of bribes, or I'm guessing some sort of drug payment or something. Something no one wants anyone else to find. Let's end the episode by heading back to the bank and using this other deposit key there. We still need to drop off the Caltrano brothers records at our friend's place. Do we know where is that? Do we know where that is? Oh, maybe there's no place we have to drop it. It says we just need to steal it. So I guess that's a thing that we will just present to our friend. So we just hold on to it. Yeah, this is the bank, Tim. Sorry, it took me a second. I thought we might be going back to the cathedral. I'm just making the assumption that there's no one else who's going to be down here. We knocked out both the guards on ground floor patrol. Nice. Oh, everyone, we're almost done. We're almost done. We need another 125 or so? No, 1,400. No, I'm sorry, 400. We need 400 something gold left. But it feels like I'm playing for an hour, and I don't want these to go over. So we'll stop here. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone.